Oh, baby.
Woo!
Ow!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rad Pack. This is our annual October Versus show. You guys with us last year, we did this. We're going to do it again. It's going to be hopefully interactive with you guys here. And I just want to thank Christian Hanner over at Planet CHH for doing that song up for us for the show tonight. So
Thanks,
you,
Mr.
sir.
Hanner.
Woo,
Thank you,
woo,
Christian
Mr.
Hanner. You're the man.
Woo!
Mel, how are you doing tonight, kid?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm ready for this. This is going to be different than last time because I like both of these movies. I'm not so one-sided.
Yeah, Justin, how are you doing?
Well, I think I might be the one-sided person tonight, but we'll get into it. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Good to see you guys.
Definitely. I mean, if you guys were here with us last October, we did the same style show. It was Fright Night versus the Lost Boys, and you know the chat got involved. We told you our opinions. We had different categories. You guys told us your opinions. We tallied everything up, and the Lost Boys kind of squeaked out last year. It was very close, but it was one of those ones where, like Mel said, she was very pro Lost Boys throughout the whole show. So it'll be interesting to see what my co-hosts here say, because we really haven't talked too much about our thoughts on these movies. I think that we all kind of like them, but Justin watched the stuff for the first time tonight, so I'm kind of curious to see his fresh vision on how this movie is to him in 2023. So definitely interested to hear what he has to say. But before we start, I'm going to go to the chat just to see who is in the house with us and who's going to be playing along with our little verse battle tonight. Johnny Darko, what is going on, man? Adrian James, welcome to the show.
What up?
Adrian.
In the house. Yo, Adrian.
Hall & Oates.
Sydney, what's going on? Michael K, how are you, sir? Wilkie, what's up, man? Where are you? I can't stay, but I want to drop in to say, hey, sitting at a chilly high school football game at the moment. Have fun. Thank you so much, man. And hey, thank you for participating in the Rad Pack Challenge, man. I appreciate that. I know they appreciate that. And thank you so much.
Yeah, stay warm, Corey.
I want to get some Rad Pack up inside. I get Bocce, man.
Rad Pack's getting up in them guts tonight, baby.
He must be wearing the headband right now.
He said he was in my stream last night and said he hasn't taken it off during any of his streams since he did the Rad Pack.
He's gone full rad.
He feels like a new man. Yeah, he's on full on rad. I love it.
It's okay to go full rad. We like that.
Night, he was like a wild man on there. So that headband just got like a little bit of power, Look at now he's excited. Let's get fired up.
Let's get fired. Ow!
Big fan of the Blob. He said, "Don't blame Mel. Lost Boys is fire. It is fire,
dude, for real."
I was actually surprised at how close that one was. I thought the Lost Boys would have been a blowout that last time.
Yeah, no kidding.
I haven't seen the remake of the Blob yet. Awesome.
Ooh, don't
so
sleep
you're coming
on that
in kind
one.
of blind here. Uh-oh. Michael K with a super chat.
Coming in with the hot take.
All the way. Mike, thank you so much for that. And with this show being the way it is, thank you so much for the super chats. Hopefully you enjoy this.
You know why they call me Mo? No, what? Because every time people give me money, I always want more.
Always love Mo. That fucking guy, man.
I love it so much.
It's so bizarre.
So thank you so much, Mike. Rockin' Roger is here. Dakota is here. What is going on? Steven, what is going on?
Hello.
Let's see. He hasn't seen the stuff, but he's here anyway. Super Batman Nerd, what is up? Huck is in the house. Ken Carlson is here. He says the Blob by far just got the 4K the other day.
Nice.
All right. So as we start kind of piling in as well, we like to always start our shows kind of talking about nostalgia, kind of talking about our memories with some of these movies. And before we kind of go into this verse battle, when it comes to these two movies, honestly, like I don't remember when I saw the stuff for the first time. I think it was probably on VHS, but I do remember the Blob. And I think I remember the first time I saw that, but the Blob has a huge nostalgic trip with me because I can remember in elementary school, it might've been like 4th or 5th grade. This girl that was sitting in front of me, Kristen, she turned around. She's like, "Have you ever seen the Blob?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Oh my god, I just saw it. My parents rented it. It was the scariest movie ever." And like she was talking about the '88 Blob, and she said it was like the scariest thing she ever saw. Now we're in elementary school now, so to me, I'm thinking like, what is this thing she's talking about? So
Yeah.
to me, I was always really intrigued by the Blob because of that story that she told me in elementary school. And as soon as I was able to, I saw it. I kind of sought it out, and I actually love both of these movies, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to kind of see what we feel as we break these things down into categories. So, Mel, how about you? What's your takes on these two movies as far as your memories?
Well, I definitely saw the stuff first because that's one of my momster's favorite movies. So she was always watching it. I didn't like it back then when I was younger because it wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't my kind of jam, but I like it now. So I saw that one first. I saw The Blob much later. I was still young. I was still a young kid, but yeah, that movie, it freaked me out. The Blob was sinister. Some crazy moments in that one.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's definitely got a different tone than the stuff. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, how about you, Justin?
This is actually I've talked about this before, but there was a local station. It was probably like a subsidiary of like a national broadcast thing, but there was something called Day Scream Theater that I used to watch when I was a kid. It was on Saturdays during the day because when I was younger, I couldn't stay up late and watch movies. So they would play horror movies during the day. That was the idea of the show. And The Blob was on there, and that was the first time I saw that. I saw a bunch of movies like that, like Wolfen and Howling and all those classic 80s movies. But I love The Blob. I thought it was, I loved it ever since the first time I saw it. I didn't realize how like goofy it kind of was when I was younger because the effects like actually look cool when I saw it for the first time. Now you go back and watch it and it's a little cheesy, but I love The Blob. The stuff, I don't want to give my full breakdown of the stuff. I want to wait till I get the categories going because I have different thoughts about the stuff, but I love The Blob.
All right, excellent. So with that being said, I kind of already know what your overall thoughts are about the stuff based on what you said earlier.
Thoughts.
So it'll be interesting though to
thoughts.
hear, what you think about it, because like I said, you just watched it for the first time like an hour ago.
I literally like the seconds before the stream, turned it off. So yeah, it's on Tubi. On Tubi for free.
So yeah, again, I have a bunch of this. I got the Blob and the stuff on DVD, so that was a big one. I got this stuff, little VHS thing. I got.
Give me that.
Man, you got all kinds of stuff.
I got the stuff Blu-ray from Arrow.
See, wait. I have the stuff Blu-ray too. Why is my case blue?
Uh-oh.
What? Oh,
Why
I don't
is
know.
my case blue? Why is my green screen on?
Yeah, what's going on? You've got like an invisible copy.
Yeah, I thought, are you faking your background? Where are you?
Really cool.
I was like, are you on vacation or in Hawaii or something and just faking your setup?
I think I still have my virtual background on.
You got that invisible slip.
Oh, there we go. I'm so jealous.
Mel's back at camp? You're really still at camp? Is that what
Dang
happened?
it.
That's funny.
How do I turn
Back to
this
camp.
off?
Jeez, kayfabe, kid. You just blew our cover.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay, now there we go.
There.
I
I got the old white cover. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I got it from Arrow. Why is it blue? Does anybody know why mine's blue?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
And then I
comment down below. Why is Mel's case blue?
Sorry,
why is Mel's case blue?
the stream like that.
That Blu-ray there. I love this artwork actually. Right
That
there.
purple
And
rain.
then-
that purple rain art that they put.
Yes,
I don't
the
have
purple
the
rain
slip
art.
cover though.
And then, so I watched it today.
You did?
Garrett, I'm
Was it good?
surprised to see you double dipped, man.
Dude, I seriously, I'm going to tell you the story about this. I was at Best Buy the other day and I saw this and I said, shit.
Sorry.
I was like, I want it because I love the movie, but I'm like, I'm so sick and tired of upgrading Scream Factory titles. Like, it's like, it's awful for me. So I literally paced around Best Buy for like 20 minutes contemplating if I was going to buy this freaking thing. Because I'm looking at the back and there's nothing new on here except for the transfer. Like there's no new features. So I'm just like, am I going to pay $30 for a slightly better transfer? So
And
I got it.
and the original artwork is better too, in my
The
opinion.
answer is yes.
So I bought it, and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna look at some reviews and see what people say, because I might return it, because I don't know. I really like this artwork. I really like this. And then on the inside, you have the original. You know, you got the original artwork in there, and this is a great addition. So today I was like, you know, I'm gonna rewatch this when I got home. So I just opened it up and watched it. I mean, it looks good, but again, I don't feel like it blows this away at all. Not even close. And then the special features are on the Blu-ray disc anyway. So you're just getting one disc with a transfer, and that's it. There's no features on that disc. You got to take the disc out, put the other disc in to get all the. It's just Screen Factor just lazy, man.
The Blu-ray was actually I thought it looked really good. The regular
it does
Blu-ray.
look good. So I'm like, now that I
good.
opened it, I kind of regret it, to be honest. Like I kind of regret that I did that. Like I wish I would have just kept my Blu-ray, not even touched that 4K, and just said it is what it is. Because sure, it looks good and it might look a little bit better, but I wasn't completely like absolutely blown away versus what I got here. I mean, I think this was fine.
So Garrett's going to be doing a giveaway tonight. Comment down below, and he's going to be doing a giveaway for the 4K. He'll ship it out in no less than 3 to 4 months.
Like I feel like I always dupe myself. Like I feel like I find that I'm like in the same boat every time I do this.
Well, mine's not open yet, so I'll send you mine. You send me yours, and you can return mine.
Oh man, it's crazy. Cody says, "What's up, man?
What's up?
Don't forget to roundhouse kick that squish
button.
All right, I like that.
Oh,
I like that. Thank you, Cody, a dude who loves movies. Yeah, make sure guys hit that like. It'll kind of send out to people's feeds, let them know that we're here and we're alive. And again, going into this stream, I knew that I liked both these movies. They're the same but different. But you kind of find that when people talk about the stuff, they always bring up the Blob and vice versa, because it's kind of the same idea. It's something from space that's gooey and slimy. So it's one that everybody kind of talks about all the time when one versus the other. What do you like better? So we figured it would just be a good tie-in to do this show. Because same thing, I feel like Lost Boys and Fright Night get heavily compared a lot as well. Same with these. So I just thought this was the perfect, versus battle is with these two movies here.
Yeah.
But the way we try to do this, guys, is we're going to set categories. We are going to discuss the category. We are going to give you our opinion on which movie did it better. And then there'll be a poll in the chat for you guys to vote. And then at the end of the section or the segment, we'll kind of tally our votes and then tally your votes and say who won that round, basically. And we'll see what happens at the end. How's that sound? Good? You guys ready to rock?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, Mel, why don't you tell him, Mel, what our first category is when talking about stuff?
Okay, so our first category is cast and performance. So I just started the poll. It should pop up momentarily. So you guys vote for which movie had the best cast and performances. You can wait until we're done discussing to help sway you, whatever you want to do.
Sounds good. Let's get them votes in.
Alrighty. So who wants to start here? Does anybody?
Mel, why don't you start?
Want to start?
You want me to start?
I want you to start.
So you want me to start? Okay.
I'd prefer that you start. Fucking horrible at accents. I'm so bad at accents.
Yeah, you
Jesus
are.
Christ.
Too.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we kind of did this cast and performance because I feel like it's kind of one-sided when it comes to cast. The Blob clearly has a better casting. There's more interesting actors in that one. Although, like we were discussing before, the guy who plays Mo is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And wasn't he in Poltergeist? No, not Poltergeist. What else was he in?
He wasn't a couple
Oh,
things.
he was in Dark Tower, wasn't he?
Michael Moriarty was in
like my
he was in
favorite
Q
movie.
the Winged Serpent, which is another Larry Cohen movie. I know that one right off the bat. But he also is known for Return to Salem's Lot. He was in. He was.
Yeah.
I don't know if
my
I've
all-time
ever seen
favorite
that
movie. So for me, I feel like if we're talking just cast, I have to go with the Blob. But performance-wise, there were some pretty interesting characters in this stuff. So Mo and Chocolate Chip Charlie. Chocolate Chip Charlie was like my favorite character. He made me laugh. I loved him so much. The little boy in the stuff too he was super cute. So performance-wise, I might swing stuff. So I don't know. These two movies I think are going to be 50-50 for me for a lot of these.
Yeah, I actually like that we did. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I actually like that we're going for performances over cast because you're right. Like the Blob has a more interesting, well, maybe just like more well-known cast. You have Shawnee Smith and Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Dillon, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not the greatest actor. But I think for me, I actually think I would side with the stuff as far as performances because it's Larry Cohen's movies. Do you guys get the impression it almost, I don't know how he films his movies or how heavily it's scripted. I almost got like a looser kind of improvisational feel to to Larry Cohen's movies and especially the stuff that just felt really like the chemistry was good and it just felt like um, everybody was like really into the performance. You know, it felt natural and strange. The Mo performance is very odd. I was like, did they hire like somebody's uncle or a local dentist to play this role or something? Like, what is with this guy's odd performance? But it works. So yeah, I think for me it would actually edge for the stuff as far as performances, which I'm surprised I think that way.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, the two little kids too. Well, one of them's
Yeah.
older and one of them's younger. They were actual brothers too. So
They
that was
look okay. I was wondering. That.
yeah.
I was gonna say,
So
they
that
do
was
look
pretty
very
cool.
similar.
I feel like back in the day, movies tried to do that a lot more than they do now. They used
Yeah.
to like try and put, if somebody had a brother, they would use his actual brother or something like that. Whereas now it's so political in the way that they cast movies that they would never do that now.
Well,
Yeah.
what movie? Who else used to have his brother all the time? Fred Savage. Him and his brother
Oh,
were
that's right.
were in Little
Mm.
Monsters, right?
Yeah.
But imagine Fred
Mhm.
Savage in the stuff, dude. Sick.
Dude, imagine him in literally every movie. Dude.
Every movie.
Like imagine him like in the grocery store with the stick, like knocking all the stuff down. Like
How the hell do we always get to Fred Savage in these streams? He gets mentioned every time. It's so funny, man.
But I
But,
agree
yeah.
with you guys on a lot of this. With the cast, I think that the Blob has a better cast. There was a lot more names in that cast. Obviously with Shawnee Smith being in there. You had what was his name? Matt Dillon or Matt Dillon?
Kevin Dillon.
Kevin Dillon was in there. Then you had a lot of side characters that people knew, like Art LaFleur, who played like was he the father? Also like the pharmacist guy. Was that who that played? I think. And then it just had more names, but like you guys said, I think when the performances and who almost gave it like that 110%, like it's almost like with the stuff, it's the characters and the actors had like their careers on the line and they had to go like 110% balls out on the role. Like that's what I felt like. And it could have came off a little bit like hokey, but I think that with the tone of the movie and stuff, it worked. Like Moe's character, Michael Moriarty, he also played in like Troll. He was Harry Potter. Remember that was his name in Troll. If you guys know that scene
Was
still
it really?
cracks him to this day.
I didn't
Yeah, dude. When you watch
that.
Troll, he's introduced himself. I'm Harry Potter. So in 2023,
Wow.
it sounds so funny to hear him doing that, right? Like because you're like, why is he telling people he's Harry Potter?
That's
But that was
hilarious.
his name in the movie. But he was over the top, and that's always how he kind of is as an actor. And Larry Cohen used him in a lot of his movies. That guy is like a lead or one of the leads. And even like the parents of the kid, like it was kind of a hokiness, but it was like they were really going all out for it. So I think if we had to do cast, like you said, it would have been the Blob. But I think if you go overall performance, man, it's tough. Like I think I would probably have to say the stuff as well.
Wow, sweet.
Because like Shawnee Smith did great. Like you could tell she generally seems scared in the movie. Kevin Dillon, I don't know if he was that great in the role. Like, I mean, I think he was fine of a character, but he didn't go over the top with his performance or anything like that. But you want to hear a funny tidbit is Chocolate Chip Charlie. And I know somebody asked, why did they call him Chocolate Chip Charlie? He's basically like like a junk food kind of like connoisseur or something like that. Or did he own a company that was like,
is that really why?
He lost it. Yeah, because he lost his business.
Is that really?
Because of the stuff. But you want to hear something funny? Guess who was supposed to play Chocolate Chip Charlie?
Who?
Arsenio Hall.
No
And
shit.
Oh,
they,
That would've been
they
good.
changed it because they didn't think that enough people would know. So Larry Cohen's like, he's a rising star. I want him in the movie. And then the studio was kind of like, well, the other guy's been in a lot more movies. People might recognize him.
He was on SNL, I think, in the 70s. Wasn't he like an original
So-
SNL cast?
He could have been. So I mean,
His
think he
that's
was.
why the
Garrett,
switch was
too.
made.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was Garrett Morris.
Garrett
So
Morris.
Zach Morris's brother. So I mean, what is the chat looking like when it comes to the performances and cast?
You
What
want
do
me
they
to
say?
close the poll?
Sure, we can close the poll. We can.
All right,
we can
I'm going to close
out.
the poll in 5
Close
seconds.
the poll.
Get your votes in.
What we got?
All right.
Get all up on that poll.
Is closed. We got 83% Blob and 16% Stuff.
Oh shit.
So I
Okay.
think definitely the
That swung
Blob
a
won. I
different
mean, the Blob won that one, regardless of what we said, because it was just such a landslide victory on that. But yeah, I mean, I think that both, like we said, did well. Like there was not one better than the other when it comes to it. But very, very cool. But before we get into the next one, I'm hungry. I'm gonna have some stuff right now. I got some stuff. Look at this. Let's try it.
I'm all
There it is.
out.
You don't have any?
I ate it all. Ooh.
It's
No,
healthy.
don't.
It's healthy for you.
It's
we're
low
working on-
calorie. Oh no, we lost Garrett. He ate the stuff.
It's low calorie. We're trying to watch, our physiques.
That's right.
Over here on the Rad Pack, we worry about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I have some too.
Oh, you guys all
Look
got
at
your
that.
stuff.
That's nice. I like that. What do you got in there?
Mine's homemade.
You need some homemade stuff, huh? You got the recipe?
Yeah. I made
Wow.
my own.
Now look at you
Dude,
guys eating your stuff.
we're gonna be so fit for the next pack meetup, dude. Keep eating this.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna
Mine's
be
actually
so
ice cream.
ripped. So ripped. You're gonna blow it.
But check this out. I made this myself.
It looks good. You made it?
Does it?
It
Look
looks
at it
really
now.
good.
I don't know. That actually looks, but I mean,
This is a Ben and
Oh.
Jerry's thing.
Don't ruin the illusion. It's actually stuff.
that's great, Mel. I mean, I would put that up on the little back thing when you're done there. It looks great
Yeah, that looks cool.
for
Sweet.
sure. So
Aw,
we can eat our stuff while we talk about this.
Wasn't Larry
the
Cohen
next card.
still claiming to be selling like original set use stuff, like containers, like even like a couple of years ago?
Yeah, dude, look at.
Do you think he
So
really
this is-
had those left over?
I don't know. This was supposed to be from the
That
supermarket.
looks
team.
bigger.
It's bigger.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
it is bigger than all the ones I have. And it's signed by Mr. Cohen himself.
R.I.P.
So yeah. Rest in peace, indeed. So yeah, that's supposedly it's from the movie itself.
Hmm.
But I mean, you got to think about it too. Like there must have been hundreds of those things.
Yeah.
Like just that scene alone at the supermarket, like there was
When the
just
kid's freaking out.
boatloads of those, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole store was full of those. So I can see that he would have a lot of extras if he kept all those things.
Yeah.
For sure. And then maybe even ones that never even made it to the movie. They must have just produced them.
This was a
How is
bad
it, Mel?
idea. I'm just gonna be eating ice cream. this whole time.
Could crush that whole pint.
It's called Stuff, Mel.
Am I eating it or is it eating me?
I don't know. We'll see what happens later. All of a sudden, Mel's like
I just disappear.
on screen. She's like yakking
My
it all out.
mouth's like this big. Gross.
Oh,
So
they're
the
good?
blob,
Good
so
stuff?
the blob
Blob?
blew the stuff out of the water, man.
Yeah.
I thought
for
that would
Yeah,
have been
now-
a little bit closer.
Now I did a little bit of research on this, and it kind of felt like both of these movies kind of flopped in the box office, and kind of got more of like a name for itself once they hit VHS and home video and stuff like that. But as far as like movies, I guess that both companies were not too happy with the performance in the theater with both of these, which is interesting because I do feel like they're pretty both well renowned. Like I don't hear many people ever talk negative about either one of these movies.
Mhm.
So
That's
it's
kind of
just
par
very,
for the
very-
course with a lot of these cult
Sure.
classics, man. They bomb. It's just the way it goes, man. It finds the video stores, man, just kind of
Yeah.
saved all these movies. Interesting.
Now, as we go into the next category, we're going to talk more about the plot of the movie, which again is very similar in vein, but at the same time, it's a little bit different. So I'm very, very curious to kind of see what everybody's thoughts are on that. Yeah, Mel is definitely indulging in this stuff.
I
there.
can't
Mel's
not.
indulging.
Can't get enough of the stuff. She can't get enough.
Let me know if you guys want me to stop, but I can't just not eat ice cream.
No,
with it.
is that-
No,
we
we
can
would
put the
never
poll up,
deprive
though.
you.
Okay, thanks.
Do you want us to? You want me to sing this? The right stuff.
Right
oh,
stuff.
Oh, oh, oh,
Do it.
oh, oh, oh. All right.
All right, I'm gonna drop
Oh,
the next
Pat
one.
Master, look at this guy.
Ah, thank
Yes.
you, buddy.
The man. What is
Right there.
up,
That's
dude?
the screenshot right there.
Hell yeah.
Blu-ray Addicts of the Blob, $10 million budget and only made 8.2 at the box office.
Oh no.
So yeah, I guess that's especially being a remake of a popular movie. You figure at that point in 1988, it should have been, and 1988 was like probably the height of horror movies at that point. So
Yeah.
that really should have done a lot better. And it was, again, it looked really good. Like as far as both movies, as far as how they looked, like the Blob looks like top notch as far as budget and how it looks. I mean, it looks like a friggin' blockbuster compared to the stuff.
Mhm.
But getting into the plot, both were technically from outer space, right? That's kind of the idea, is both kind of came from another planet. The stuff was kind of coming from the ground. Is that right? Am I right on that?
I'm
We
having
found
trouble
the person
remembering the origin of the original Blob. I
So-
think it just started appearing, right? There was no spaceship or anything weird,
the
was there?
Blob.
I feel like
the
it
original
did come
Blob
from
was through a
space.
comet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Blob-
right.
the
That's
Blob
right.
was
You're
a
right.
comet, but the stuff, I think, it didn't fall from the sky, right?
No,
No,
it
at
was
the- it
coming
just
out of
starts-
the ground, but I don't think
Yeah.
they ever determined. They said it was an alien in the movie, but they never determined if it was an alien or not, or if it was just something that was coming out of the
Sure.
earth.
Yeah, the opening scene is just that old man, and he just sees that little bubbling spot, and he just starts
And he
eating it right
eats
off the
it.
ground. It's like, it's good, man. They both start eating it. It's so
Like,
funny.
Would that not be your first go-to if you saw something weird on the ground? Like, what does this taste
I
like?
probably would,
No.
to be honest. I was thinking I'd probably do the same shit. I would touch it, and then I would say, if it smelled, I would give it a little taste. You know how it is.
Justin
So
over
next-
there.
Next time we go
Yeah.
to Justin's, we're just gonna go out in his yard and like pour random shit on the ground and be like, "Dude, what is that?" And then
What is that?
That tastes good. If it's sweet, I'll eat it.
like,
I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, guys.
This conversation doesn't surprise me at all.
It's par for the course for Juju B. Justin, dude.
So when Pete, like, if he goes to the bathroom and it's like he might have the runs, it's not used to seeing that one. Do you like be like, what is this on the ground over here?
Well, I have to taste it to see if he's healthy. Come on, Pete. Are you feeling all right?
Okay, now you guys are getting wild.
Sorry.
Well, if it doesn't look like his normal stool, he doesn't know what it is in the yard. He wants to taste it to see what it is, and he's like, oh yeah, that
Well,
is
of course.
dog
Don't
shit."
hold that against me.
Yeah. There he
Speak of the
is.
devil.
There he is.
He's like, why
Speak
are
of the
you
devil.
talking about my poop?
Self-conscious.
Look at Justin as a savage, dude.
I'm a
He
damn
is.
savage.
Oh, God.
shit, man. That's hilarious. God damn it, that's fucking bullshit. No, what is the line though? There is a line. I took offense to that, and then I remembered the line. Okay, he's referencing that from Mo.
All right. No, that was just a comment.
Yikes.
No. So again,
It's a line from the stuff.
we'll go through it, and again, it's very similar in tone, except they use the stuff as like a way to make money. They make it a product. They make it food, and it's funny because it kind of pokes fun a little bit at the food and industry, right, or any industry really, on how they can it doesn't even matter. It's like, hey, they'll cut corners when it comes to getting it, tested and whatnot just to get it out there. And it's like, hey, it tastes good. Don't worry about it. And then people will buy it and eat it up. And they can say anything like, hey, it's healthy, it's low calorie. And people are like, oh, great. Because we kind of all went through that back in the 80s, right? When the fat-free craze came out and all this other stuff. And everybody was just jumping on board because it's like, oh, fat-free, like we've got to eat this. But now in 2023, they look back and said, ah, shit, that was like the worst thing that we ever did, because all they did was take out like natural fat and like put in like chemicals and sugars. And basically we're like, shit, we probably shouldn't have did that, because that actually made things worse now. Yeah. So the whole craze of what we grew up on, like it's kind of in the same vein as it's like it was promoted as one thing, but technically it could have been hurting us on the inside, right? So it's kind of an interesting concept that they did back then. Like they kind of took that and said like, oh, was this tested and whatnot? It was like, oh, you know, we paid someone off here and there to get it pushed through and whatnot. It's sadly not much different than what probably really goes on behind the scenes, and how easy it was to just get this product out there as like the big product that everybody was talking about. So I think as a whole, I think the plot for the stuff is way better, just because it's so off the walls and bonkers to me. Like you could never make a movie like that except for the 80s. Like, hey, we're gonna do like this like fluff/yogurt thing that's gonna like kill people. Like, I just don't see that concept working at any other time than in the 80s. Like they just took anything. Well, like, let's make it gold.
You know, I haven't seen a lot of Cohen stuff. I've seen the Winged Serpent movie, and I've seen this. Does he try to add a lot of like social commentary on things like that? Because it seems like he's kind of almost making a statement here with the stuff about everything you just said about our crazy food here in America. He had to be making a statement.
He kind of does, actually, because I mean, he and again, I know these movies, but I really have to go dig deep on them. But he did the, God Told Me To. That was a movie that just recently got a 4K or whatever. So again, that kind of could be looked at as he had a kind of a social commentary there. It's Alive, which is kind of about the deformed baby, the killer baby. There could have been something in there. I don't really remember, but I mean, who knows? He's really good, and I feel like a lot of his movies are pretty underrated. For that kind of bonkers aspect, but maybe he does a lot more of the social commentary in there. But I think it was a cool concept where the Blob was cool, but it was like, it's kind of just regurgitated. We've seen it before, even outside of the original movie. Like something comes from space and attacks people, and then it is what it is.
Yeah, like adding the extra element of actually making it a product where the Blob just kind of appears, starts killing people. Cohen took it the next step and said, how can we elevate that a little bit? So, goddamn, I didn't think I would be doing this, but I think
I know me either.
I got to go for this. I got to go for this stuff too. Now that we're kind of breaking it down, which really surprises me, to be honest with you. I have to go with the stuff too. I put my vote in for the stuff. Damn.
Yeah, okay. I would say for plot, I would say the stuff as well.
Agreed.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. Let me see what everybody else says.
I'm kind of surprised, man.
Sorry, there's so many people coming through. Why don't we do this? You guys, you have about 10 seconds to throw your answer in the poll if you haven't. When it comes to the plot of the movies, which one do you think did it better, the Blob or the stuff? And again, just use the Blob as a standalone movie. Don't, look at it like, oh, well, it was a remake of this. Just as a whole, like the plot of what the movie was about. And then we'll just kind of get those tallied up as before we move on. How's the stuff, Mel? Is it almost gone?
Oh my god, no.
Oh, you got a lot of stuff. I got
a whole pint of ice cream here.
It's not. Stop calling it that.
Oh, the stuff.
We're eating healthy, Mel.
I got a whole pint of squishy. Oh yeah, I'm losing weight.
You see, the squish.
You don't need to eat anything else but the stuff.
That's what I'm saying. We're losing weight over here. Look, we're getting fit.
Pete won't leave my leg alone. I have to let him out, guys. Excuse me for just 1 second.
What does that mean?
Peter, because he's scratching at me to let him out.
That's not what I pictured.
Oh, okay. He's not peeing on my leg or anything.
Justin tastes it. Urine. Come on.
Is that the new fucking inside joke now?
Product. Yeah. It's just like you taste whatever.
I love this inside joke.
That grocery store scene was a lot of fun when the kid freaks out.
Oh, so good, man. So good.
That scene kind of reminded me a little bit of The Gate, like when the parents start going, like turning against him and stuff. It was pretty sinister, man.
Michael. What's up, man? Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Late vote for Fright Night. Missed that stream. Yeah, man. If you can't find that stream, maybe we'll repost it, but it's on my channel under the Rad Pack because we started the Rad Pack show on my channel and then we converted it over here in January. So that one from last year is on my channel. If you guys haven't watched it, if you like this kind of concept,
We should
but
port
man,
that
thank
over.
you so much. Yeah, I was actually gonna talk to you about that before, but I forgot. All right, thank you, man.
They call me Mo because every time they give me something, I always want more.
The fact that they use that same joke twice, man. I'm like,
I agree, Cody. I'm a big grocery store guy. I don't know if it's because maybe it is because me and you both worked in grocery stores, and Mel, right, Mel? So maybe we
Worked in a
do like
grocery store.
my first job was a
store.
grocery store.
You too?
Everybody's
Yeah,
first
when I was
job was a
15 and a
grocery store.
half. I got
All right, there's a
I
new
got like
faction in town.
$5.50 an hour.
Cody's in. It's the grocery gang.
The
Cody's in.
Oh my god, those were toys. Weren't those toys? The grocery gang.
And it's gonna be
Ooh, that's cool.
GROSSER.
Yes, grocery.
That's what we should do. That's gonna be the next stream.
Love it.
Yikes.
You would just add 5.15. That's what I got. 5.15 an hour when I started. What was yours?
Yeah, mine was 5.50. Wow.
You were 5.15.
Maybe it was
too, Mel?
5.15.
Mm-hmm. Yours was 5.50.
I think it was a long time ago. Yeah, I was balling. I was really balling. My paycheck was like $80 every 2 weeks or some shit. It was fucking ridiculous.
Was like 30.
Yeah, it's
no,
like Jesus.
I feel like my check was always like 130 per week.
Oh, mine was like 200.
Damn.
Maybe I worked more hours. Maybe that's probably why.
I believe that Justin didn't work a lot of hours. Mm-hmm.
I'd call in and stuff.
It's $6 an hour Cody made. Look at that.
What?
That's that West Coast money right there. Cost of living.
Oh my God. I'm closing the poll.
All right, close the poll. What do we got?
All right, poll has ended. And we got 62 Blob, 37 stuff. The chat is swinging way different than we
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really digging the Blob.
Mm-hmm.
So the Blob, I would say won because even with our 3 votes, I don't think that would have changed anything. Mm-hmm. What we should definitely do is we should maybe I don't know if we can actually. I was gonna say maybe we can put ours in the poll as well. But
no.
it shouldn't have
voted.
swung.
I got my little second phone over here. I voted. It didn't help.
Okay, so we'll try to do that then. But yeah, very similar plots, but I think, like you said, one did it better. But you guys say the Blob did it better. Mm-hmm. But that's going to lead us into the cinematography of the movie. Again, like I said earlier, I think no contest, no question, it's going to be the Blob because it just looks like a freaking blockbuster movie. It really does. Now, again,
it's colorful.
Is 10 million in 1988 was that big money? I don't know those kind of numbers.
I'd say for a cheesy kind of horror movie, I would say yes. You know, for what it was. You know.
Uh-oh. Mike. It's killing it. You guys know my power grows stronger when you say the name, or maybe it's Miller Lite or Mr.
Thank
Fogg.
you, dude.
Who's to know?
Mr. Fogg. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Mike is coming in here like a baller.
Killing it.
I have.
They call me Mo. No, what? Because every time people give me money, I always want more.
Yeah, the stuff is devoid. Like it's not a really interesting looking film from a cinematography standpoint. There's not a lot of color. There's the one scene in the there's a really cool scene. It's the hotel scene where there's like some cool neons and the hotel kind of gets taken over with those pink lights and stuff. That was kind of cool. But otherwise it's kind of beige. It's a very beige movie.
Well, every time they did the advertisement for the stuff, they always showed like the
that was cool
and stuff.
That was cool, yeah, and had the nice. I would love to have that neon logo.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this. The stuff had $1.7 million budget. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's crazy.
A lot of locations, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. That opening scene of the Blob when he was trying to jump over the broken bridge with the bike. Oh yeah. Definitely. Appreciate it.
I'm curious to see what the poll's looking like. Let's
Yeah,
get
thank
those
you.
votes in. Uh-oh. So far, it's leaning towards the Blob. So if you want your stuff to
Got
win, you
it.
better get
For
on there.
cinematography, it's gotta blob it up.
Well, let's think about it this way though, kind of like Lost Boys and Fright Night. So the cinematography of the Blob you would think is better on its face, but if you think about it, some of those CGI Blob moments were pretty bad.
Yeah,
But the stuff didn't really have any of those well, when it comes to the actual white creamy stuff, didn't have any of those bad CGI moments, you
that's
know.
what she said. Do you think it's just the color of the we can just skip past that.
Yeah.
The color of the Blob just being pink just makes it seem more exciting and vibrant or something?
I don't know. There are some
Yeah.
moments in the Blob though where it's kind of terrifying because it's moving so fast and it's like
Mhm.
coming right at the camera. It's
Yeah.
very effective that way. But in the stuff never really does that. There's like a perfect opportunity inside the truck when the little kid is stuck in there to do
Mhm.
For it,
something like
right,
that to
and it
make
kinda
it look
chills
really
it.
scary. And it doesn't really do that.
It would be really, I bet it was really, really hard because obviously they didn't have CGI to get those practical effects to make that stuff look like it's moving and going against walls and going out the windows. They use a lot of, I was talking about this in our chat, they use a lot of those reverse shots that actually looked pretty good in that hotel scene where the guy's getting taken over. It looks really good the way they composited that shot because you had the main two characters looking up, which had to have been like superimposed on a reverse shot that was
Mhm.
like upside down as the guy was on the ceiling. It was really, really creative. But for I guess for a 1.7 million budget, they did a pretty damn good job at doing the best they could.
Yeah, they really did.
Cody, we are monetized now, man, and
Woo-hoo!
we're gonna have some big news coming towards the end of the year about some membership stuff that we're gonna be working on. So it's gonna be really,
Ow!
really cool. Thank you so much,
Thank
Cody. As
you,
always, go check out
dude.
Dude Who Loves Movies. Awesome dude. He's basically part of the pack, right,
That's
Justin?
right. He is a part of the pack, and he actually just did a video. I think he just did a video going to see the Taylor Swift movie. Was that you, dude?
Oh,
The
oh,
Taylor
baby,
Swift movie?
oh, baby.
He's
I
a
don't know if
Swifty. Our boy's a
that's not.
Swifty, and he
I
went
don't
and
know if
joined
that's.
the scene.
Tiana! There's my girl.
I don't know if that's rad approved.
It's rad approved.
I don't know anything about Taylor Swift, so I'm
I don't
clueless, bro.
either.
To be
She's a
honest,
famous
her
singer.
dating that football player is like the most I've seen of her in my whole life.
And I
So
live in Kansas City. Remember that. So I'm fucking sick of that whole thing.
The
Jesus
most
Christ.
I've seen of her lately is that meme where she's like doing that pose like this, and it looks like she's farting into the microphone. Have you guys seen
like I
Oh,
that?
like
really,
standing like she stands and holds the mic down like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That
I
cracks
really
me
do
up.
feel like I live in a bubble because like everybody's like, "Yo, she's like bigger than Madonna or just as big," and I'm like, dude, I don't really know any of her music. I'm sure I've heard it in passing, but like I don't know anything. Like if you said, "Hey, name me a song," I don't know.
You'd
No,
know
no
if you
clue.
heard some of them that you
I'm
can't
sure I
escape
would, but
them.
I'm just saying like that's how far removed I am from anything pop culture in 2023, you know?
Well, she's not really
Um,
your demographic. Don't be too hard on yourself.
all right, but I'm gonna give this to Cody.
They call me Mo because every time they give me something, I always want more.
The man,
He's
dude.
so
So
proud of that joke.
awkward.
So proud of that joke.
Oh my gosh. All
Love
right.
it.
So, we already know how this one's going to end. We might as well close that poll because
You want me to close
I
it? All
don't
right, everybody get your votes in.
close it.
All right,
Close the
poll has
poll.
ended. We got 70 Blob, 29 stuff.
Holy mackerel.
Man, is it going to
All
be a sweep?
It's going to be
Wow.
I wasn't expecting this. I'm not gonna lie.
I really did think like the stuff has a pretty solid cult audience, man. I'm surprised to see this.
Sure.
Nope.
Oh, Tiana, thanks, kid. We're
Cute.
having a great Friday night.
Tiana.
We're having a great Friday night. It's so cool when we get to do these shows.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is fun.
It's funny because we're still like, as much as we're all so busy with life and our own channels and whatnot, we really wanted to focus on doing more content. But with all that being said, we still are doing one a month, which is huge.
Mhm.
Like we've never missed a month, which I think
Yeah.
I'm proud of, to be honest, because I know how busy we all are. And we've been able to kind of keep that once a month going, which is great. And to be honest, you're going to get more than once a month this month because you got the movies that scared us. You got that content. You're getting this, and then we're going to drop something maybe like Sunday or Monday, an interview. So you'll get a lot of packs.
Oh yeah, for people that are watching that may not have known that we dropped those Rad 9, we each dropped our own individual videos, the Rad 9 movies that scared us. We all had pretty different lists too. So that was fun. Go check that out when you get done watching this. Those videos were a lot of fun to make.
Yeah, check those out. And then, guys, if you're content creators, make your own video. Tag us. Tag the Rad Pack Pod. If you're on Instagram, you don't do YouTube, tag us there. To be honest, like it's been a pretty hectic month. People have been swinging in with videos and stuff, and I'm still trying to play catch up on it. So I definitely appreciate it. But make sure you tag us because if we don't get tagged on like YouTube and stuff, then it's hard for us to share it because it gets lost. So make sure you do definitely tag us in the videos. But thank you, Tiana, for the super chat. Appreciate that greatly. Thank you for all your support as always.
Yeah, thanks, girl.
Let's do it.
You know why they call me Mo? No, what? Because every time people give me money, I always want more.
Always want more.
What the heck happened here? He's gone. The blob got him.
He's going to take a
always want more.
What's this?
Hey-o! Hey-o!
Ow!
We
App
ain't
Master!
going nowhere. We ain't
What?
going nowhere. Rad Pack for life.
That's right.
Thank you, Pap,
guys
dude.
keep
Another
doing
huge
these super
supporter.
chats. Gary's
Well, if you guys keep doing these super chats, we'll be here all damn night. So whatever. Nobody's going to bed, baby. Pat,
you always want
so
more,
much, man, for all your support.
Yeah, thank you.
On
That's
all
so
of our
great.
stuff, man. Appreciate that so much.
They call me Mo because every time they give me something, I always want more.
Oh, shit.
You know,
Why
the
that
worst
cracked me up so
it does crack me up too, but you know what the worst part about all this is that this is going to be on the audio and people listening to the audio and you keep hearing those clips like the whole time. Like, what is happening over there?
Oh, we need to do better explaining stuff for audio.
Yeah,
well, now that they know, if you're listening on the audio, if you keep hearing these I just want Mo clips, it's because we're getting super chats live on YouTube. People are gonna be like, why does it keep kicking into that guy saying that? They're gonna shut us right off.
Oh my god. This podcast is glitching.
What they should be saying is, wow, what kind of party is going on over at the YouTube? I better join next time and check it out.
No shit.
That's what they should be saying. All right, now this next one is probably the category I'm looking forward to the most, and that's the special effects category. Muckman, have I checked out your Rad 9 movies that scared you? I don't know. If you tagged us, possibly, if that is your YouTube name. If it is, I don't think I have. So maybe you didn't tag us because I haven't come across that one yet.
Send it DM if you can. Just shoot it in our. We're all super active on Instagram, so if you have a video, just shoot it in the DMs or something. That'll probably work for us.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. So I'm gonna put this banner up really quick, just for anybody who might be watching this that doesn't know that we each have our own channels as well, and also too, this is on Instagram. Sorry, Justin, that's your old one.
Yeah, it's my old one. I switched it.
Sorry.
Now it's just Justin MF David. Justin motherfucking David.
Whoa.
Easy to remember.
Whoa.
He's serious, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez. So yeah, follow us on all socials. You can find me at Born to Be Rad. You can find Mel over at My Killer Podcast, and you can find Justin at the Dead Couch and Justin MF David.
No, right. Just Justin David, right? On YouTube.
Well, the YouTube is Justin David, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta make it all complicated.
I was thinking of the Instagram, yeah. I know. You know where.
All right. So make sure you go follow us over there and tag us on Instagram on your Rad 9s, and you can tag us on YouTube as well. All right. He does. He does look like Anthony Kiedis. Look at him. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner.
Damn, you got a silky smooth voice, man.
Can I be in your band, Justin?
Kind of got me chubbed up, dude. Good for you, buddy.
Oh, baby. All right. Special effects. What's happening over there, Mel? Oh,
I'm offending.
Justin's comment?
I love shocking Mel with like mildly offensive comments.
Mild.
Oh, I'm getting the look. I'm getting the look. Oh shit.
You know what Mel's saying right now?
I'm getting the look from Mel.
Shooting daggers at you.
Oh my god. He said that about me the other day too, this guy.
I was gonna say that, and I was like, I'm not talking about
What's
that.
going on with me? What are you doing to me, Garrett? What are you doing to me, baby?
I don't know. You always want Mo.
Get a little bit of Garrett. I always want Mo.
Wow,
Oh
look
my
at this. Is this a
God.
good or a bad thing? Garrett's voice sounds like a picture of Jesus and Fergie.
That's what I'm saying. It's got a tone to it. It's got a tone
What
to
the
it.
Oh my goodness. That's a
Fergie.
good one.
Fergie. Oh shit, man.
All right, so we ready for the best, in my opinion, the best category, the practical effects, man, because
Yeah.
the special effects. I think both these movies hit a home run with the effects, and even with the stuff being a little bit more of like a little wonky with the effects, it's so 80s. It works so freaking well. It's creepy as hell. What do you guys think? Because I just think both of these movies, the effects are top notch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing towards the Blob on this one just because the practical effects of the Blob itself was so great because they had a way of making it almost look, how do I want to say this without sounding gross? Kind of like it was human tissue almost,
Yeah.
because it almost looked like it had veins and stuff. And then the way, like I said before, the way that in some of the scenes that it just comes at the camera so fast, and it's like it just makes it that much scarier. Whereas the stuff, it's just like the white blob and it moves kind of slow. And there were some practical effects of like bodies and stuff, but even then, it didn't look great.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
when the Mo guy like starts punching out the group of people that are chasing him and their faces just kind of break apart and stuff. That was kind of cool, but it looked strange. See, this is tough
Yeah.
because like the budget for, I almost want to give it to the stuff just because what they did with their small budget. But at the end of the day, I think the Blob, like first of all, the Blob leans a little bit more into like the 80s kind of gore aspect. Because it gets a little more gnarly and it's just more colorful. So I think for me, I'd have to lean towards the Blob. I'll put my vote in now. So that's one for the Blob. But yeah, that's kind of what I think. What about you, Garrett?
I have to agree. I'm gonna think the Blob. The Blob special effects to me after watching it again, I'm just like, man, like this is right up there with like the Thing. Like the effects in the Blob were so freaking good, man. Like you said, like the scene of the kid in the Blob, like reaching for her, and you said you could see like the veins in the Blob. Then that effect of it like tearing his face apart or his face kind of sinking in and stuff like that. Like those effects were so well done. And I know the effects were done by Tony Gardner. I'm trying to think what other movies he would have been doing at the time or that he's known for. But the director also did Elm Street. No, that was the stuff director. No, who's director? The Blob director did Elm Street 3. So, which is interesting too, if you think
Charles
about that, because on some of the shots, like it was just so good. I have to go with the Blob, but I do love the effects of the stuff because of like the wackiness of it, where the freaking dog effect where the
that
dog's
was so
mouth
ridiculous
opens and the white comes out. Like it's like little things like that it's like so it's so bonkers that it just really works.
There's like one scene where they like step on a guy's head and it like bursts into like pink glitter.
it was wacky. Like Chocolate Chip Charlie was a cool one too, and
that was my favorite. Poor guy.
He was like spazzing out or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, there's not many movies that I feel like actually do better than the Blob in that time period of effects. It was just really, really well done. And it also said that people that worked on the stuff also worked on Fright Night, Ghostbusters, Terminator 2. So I mean, the stuff had some pretty big people in their effects department.
Did I hear that man, Tony Gardner, what a career that guy had. Chucky movies, gosh, his IMDb is crazy. Did I hear something that there was I could just be completely making this up, but wasn't there some kind of association with the Blob and Ghostbusters 2, or am I thinking of something else?
Yes. Nope,
Yeah.
you're right. So what happened was the scene at the beginning when the meteor hit, and then the old man sees the blob kind of coming through the cracks of the meteor, and then he wants to go touch it. Well, what happened was when they were doing Ghostbusters 2, you got to remember it was the pink slime again from the city, right? And I
Mhm.
guess they must have had old cut footage from the blob. I don't know.
That's
It
right.
must be the same studio, I'm thinking. So they
Mhm.
used that thing of it going through the cracks, and they used it during one of the epic scenes in Ghostbusters 2 where they were showing all the different parts of the city and they showed it kind of swimming through the thing. And that was actually
Yeah,
cut footage
Let's see
from that
where.
scene in the blob that they didn't
that's
use.
so
And they
cool.
just threw it in Ghostbusters 2 because they're like, hey, it's the same thing, basically. So
Hmm.
it is kind
Well,
of
because
cool
there
that they
was a
have that
sewer
link.
scene in the Blob, right? Where the kids go down there. That scene was actually pretty
Yes,
traumatic too, with
it
special
was.
effects wise, right? Because the
Yeah.
kid, like, it pulls him. This was traumatizing too, because that kid was so young. The Blob like pulls him under the water, and when he
Yeah.
comes back up, he's like all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was
shit.
like a skeleton, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I mean,
Hell
a
yeah.
movie that's going to kill a little kid like that, there's not a lot of that really goes on. So
Balls.
yeah, it did have a lot of balls for sure. No question. Mick Hara asks, "Do we know about the song that they play when they're doing the models? Is it the Everybody Wants This Stuff, or is it
Mm.
Can't Get Enough of the Stuff? I don't know if that's the song you're referring to, or if there was an actual song,
I feel like that song was playing all the time through the movie.
which is funny because it's such a good jingle, kind of like Halloween 3. It's like one of those songs that just the more you hear it, it keeps getting stuck in your head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people are talking about all the directors and the people who did the effects. But yeah, Chuck Russell also did The Mask with Jim Carrey. Um, so Tony Gardner's daughter is the one who did Living with Chucky. Okay, now it makes sense.
Oh, that's
So
what the hell that
That's
movie's
really
about.
cool.
yes. So they have a podcast together, him and her too. You know that, right?
Aw,
I did not know that.
that's
So
cute.
that's pretty cool. Yeah. So again, so he worked on The Blob, which is huge. I mean, what a great career. What great effects. They should make a Ghostbusters 2 versus The Blob horror film. I would love that, man.
That'd be
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely gets blobbed in the hospital. Yeah, that's the scene. And what was cool about that too was like he felt like the main character, and to
Mhm.
kill him off was pretty shocking too at the time, because you weren't expecting him to be killed off, because he
Mm-mm.
was
Yeah.
looked at as like the main character at the time.
Well, Shawnee Smith was actually the main character, which I
Mm.
Yeah,
forgot
so
about.
sure. Saw. Great question here. Out of the big 3 remakes of the 80s, The Fly, The Thing, and The Blob, which is your favorite?
Oh, shit.
Man, that's
They're
The
great
Thing,
remakes, man.
probably.
it's tough between The Fly and The Thing because
Yeah.
those are both so good. I would almost lean towards The Thing. It's just so well made.
It's gotta be The
Yeah,
Thing.
I would
Yeah.
say The Thing as well.
That's
But I
tough
think
though
all
because
3 of
I
them are
love The
great.
Fly. Yeah.
I love The Fly, too. Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. Mm.
So yeah, Gina Davis is gonna be at a convention I'm going to, which is
Oh my
huge
god,
because
I love her so much.
yeah,
She's a badass, man.
The
I
Isn't
can't
Longest
she
wait.
like an
Night is my
Olympic level
favorite movie.
archer?
Was
She's
she?
a genius, too.
Is
Did
she
you
really?
know?
I know that she's like a
Mhm.
professional like archery person. She's like insanely good. I think maybe somebody can let me know if I'm wrong in the chat, but I
Hmm.
think she's like a super badass. She's cool, man.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
excited.
like to
I'm
meet
gonna
her.
probably definitely I'll pay whatever to meet her because I have a Fly poster signed by Goldblum, and I need to
Mm.
get her on it. I need to.
Mhm.
So I'd just be so sick to have them both on there, especially because the poster I have is actually a Tobin print, and it's both of them on it together.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
So I
so
think it'd
cool.
be
I
really
feel
Yeah,
like
that's
cool to have.
she doesn't do. Is this her first time she's ever done conventions?
First time I've ever seen her. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
that's
know
cool,
what
man.
she's done before, but I mean, it's the first time I've ever seen her anywhere.
That's rad.
Mhm.
It's 90s Con. We should look at it. We'll get a table.
Man, that's really cool.
Where's that?
It's in Connecticut. It's in March.
Where the hell's that?
What, Connecticut? Connecticut. It is
I'll look it up.
near
It's
New York.
fine.
Near New York, kind of. It's near Rhode
What would I
Island.
have her sign? I'd almost want her to sign League of Their Own. Yeah, because it's like
Oh, yeah.
it's like I feel like Cody's on the same. Like me and Cody would be bringing our League of Their Own.
I'd
to
want a
get
long
signed.
kiss goodnight. I'm gonna go Super Cheese.
Oh, that's a cool movie though.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah,
Which
it's
one?
cool.
The
Which one?
Long Kiss Goodnight
I don't know if I've seen
with
it.
Samuel L. Jackson. You
I don't
watch
think
it,
so.
bro.
I'll have to watch it. Yeah, Cody, this is the one we're talking about. 90s Con. Just Susan Sarandon signed on as well. Yes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yes. So 90s Con, we should all go.
Gina, the chick from Face Off. What's her last name? And Showgirls. Is that who he's talking about? Gina.
Susan. Gina Davis is.
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad. Brain fart. We're only just talking about her.
You should
Lord.
ask Susan Sarandon
It's
about
okay,
Chris Sarandon.
Justin.
Thank you.
You're
Don't mind
welcome.
me.
You can get your Witches of Eastwick poster signed. Susan
Well, that's a
Sarandon.
fun one too.
Oh, that's a great movie. There
So
you go,
what? Did we
Stepmom.
close the poll?
I will close it now. Get your votes in.
Oh,
Man,
you guys should
hey,
go
me
for sure.
too.
You
Wow.
should go. It's only Connecticut. It's not that bad. I don't think I've seen A Long Kiss Goodnight. No, I don't think I've seen it.
I don't think my copy is close to me.
She's got Gina Davis eyes.
Gina Davis eyes. Garrett
Anyway.
keeps hitting us with these vocals.
I know.
Oh, baby.
The streams
You know,
get
Mel always
wild
says
when
when
he
I
starts
start
singing.
singing, that means the streams should be coming to a close soon.
That's
Starting to
Going
get
off
too
the
late.
rails when he starts singing. All right.
All right.
78% Blob, 21%.
Damn.
Wow,
Poor
this is-
stuff.
this is
Come
a-
on, stop.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is a definite sweep right
It's a
now.
blowout.
I
I'm not
was
even gonna-
worried about a tie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly thought
Like-
it would be really, really close. I thought, yeah, it's interesting.
All right. Is what it is.
Rage.
Yo,
What's up, Bobby? Stopped at Bucky's right now.
what's Bucky's?
Bucky's is like the most infamous truck stop of all, like famous truck stop of all time.
Oh, what's he doing there? Just hanging around? Hanging around the truck stop?
You know?
Sick. All
With
right,
them
so
lot-
we've
lot
got
lizards.
we've got one more category, right? Or two?
One mo.
We got two. We got
Two mo.
All right.
So rewatchability and then soundtrack.
Whew. Okay,
Blob.
rewatchability, gang. Rewatchability.
That's huge for me. Rewatchability, I think for a lot of us, like horror fans and things like that, rewatchability is like one of the most important things when it comes to like, at least for me, I think probably all of us for like how we rate a movie. I'd have to definitely give that to the Blob. I haven't really given my overall thoughts on the stuff yet, but Blob is definitely that rewatchability. I don't know how much I go back to rewatch stuff.
I'm going to have to say the stuff.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I just find it more fun. I find it just more lighthearted, fun. Where the
Yeah.
Blob, I feel like, is a little darker, you know, and I like them both, you know, because I know a lot of times if we pick one, people just assume we hate the other one, which is not the case.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I think that this looks great. All I was saying was I just don't know how much different this transfer looks than the Blu-ray was worth $30. That's all I'm saying. But then
Yeah.
people in the chat were like, I thought it looked good. You know, it does look good, but I'm just saying for $30 for an uptick in transfer, I just didn't think it was that much different.
Yeah.
Personally. But so the same thing, like I love both movies, but if I had to tell you which one I watch on a more regular basis, it's the stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
Interesting.
The stuff is more entertaining and the Blob is more thrilling.
Mhm.
I feel like I would watch the Blob though more.
So put your
Yeah.
things in.
Get my vote in. Man, this is tough. Well, rewatchability. Like, it's tough because I've only had one watch of the stuff. You know, I feel like I need to see it again, but it is funny. It's almost like a horror comedy to, you know,
It
The
is.
stuff
And that's why,
is,
comes
yeah.
down to it. So
and to be honest, the company, New World Pictures, actually was really pissed about that. Because after they were finished and it came out, they watched it and they were like, dude, this is a little too, we wanted it to be straight horror. Like, this is way too comedic. So they were actually really mad at the final product of that movie because they felt like it did feel too comedic for what they wanted.
I don't think it would have worked dead serious. It's too goofy, and the effects, like everything about it, I don't think it would have pulled off a genuinely scary tone. I think the comedy was the better way to go for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
But,
with the Blob just because I've seen it more times.
So someone on Instagram, man, and I apologize. Who was it? Was it Rob? No, someone on Instagram, and I apologize that I don't remember who it was because I get a lot of messages every day. They sent me a prop that they have, dude. It's the stuff container with a white like slimy hand coming out the top, and it's in a glass case, and it says New World Pictures on it. Like it must have been a promo item from
Oh,
like
that's
the 80s.
incredible.
Oh my god, dude! I've never seen it ever, and it looks like just an old promo item, and I'm like, I would love to get my hands on that thing.
Wow,
Super, super cool. So if you're watching right now, let me know if it was you who sent me that.
that's freaking awesome.
Because we can play Let's Make a Deal.
Uh-oh, where'd Mel go?
No! She didn't like
What'd the
us
stuff do? She
talking
ate
about
all
that.
that stuff.
She's going to get Mo.
She's going to get Mo. What happened,
She's
Mel?
going to get Mo stuff.
She's going to get Mo.
Oh, it was Horror Collector. Yeah, dude. What do you want for that? Let's make a deal. I need that in my collection. Or can you help me try to find one? I looked on eBay right after you sent it to me. I cannot find it. That thing was incredible.
Oh, he just sent you a picture of it?
Mel was here. Mel had enough of the stuff.
Hey.
I think that's what it was. Mel had enough of the stuff. Because she was eating a lot of the stuff. Maybe she had to.
She was.
Oh, she's going to get Mo, she said.
Gotta get Mo.
She's going to get more stuff. She's addicted to the stuff. I got a little bit Mo left. Let's check it out. Yeah, Mel's going to get. She's getting another container. We're getting we're eating healthy over here because we're gonna end of the year's coming, holidays. We got to make sure we attack it head on.
So that's an original stuff from 1985. So that's been sitting around for a while. Past the expiration date.
But the thing about the stuff that's really cool is that it's so healthy that it never goes bad. You know what I mean?
It doesn't melt.
Pure. It's so pure. Yeah. So putting that in your system, it's incredible. It would be so shredded.
Who needs protein powder when you got the stuff?
And she's back.
There she is.
Sorry. Oh,
you had to get Mo?
I had to get Mo.
All right.
Sorry.
So it's all good. Are you good over there?
Yeah, my computer just does this thing where it restarts itself every once in a while. I never know when it's going to happen.
It's low calorie and doesn't stain.
Nell's getting more stuff. She'll be stuffed tonight. Yep, she will. She's back for more. What's that from?
I don't know, but your singing is
Rat.
ridiculous.
We need to make a Garrett singing compilation from this episode.
Can we at least
wild.
Dude, can we? And we do members only?
That sounds halfway decent. Please. All right.
You better just start singing better, dude.
I know. I gotta practice, man. All right. Is the poll closed?
Oh shit! I don't know. I'm sorry. I just got back.
It's sorry. I just worked here, dude.
Get your votes in for rewatchability.
Freaking clean sweep over here. This is gonna be intense. It's not even. It wasn't even a competition. It's like the stuff's like a jobber right now.
63 the Blob, 36 the stuff. Thank you so much for everybody who's voting too.
Sure.
We couldn't do this without you.
We got a lot. Yeah, we got 51 people in the chat. We got 22 likes.
Ooh,
Let's get those likes. Let's get those likes up.
Gotta get the likes up.
We need more likes.
Yeah, we need more.
We got to run that joke into the ground as much as humanly possible, just like in the movie.
We need Mo. Hold on, let's see what I can do here. And there we go.
You have a problem with that?
There
nice.
We go. Sweet
problem with that.
Yeah, the stuff is the Brooklyn Brawler for sure. Look at Mick Horror's upset. He's lost faith in the horror community tonight.
I am surprised that that stuff hasn't pulled one win. I really, really am.
I know, me too. It's kind of sad, really.
Look at this, Gus, man.
Modo.
Modo.
I love it, Gus.
Modo.
You guys are so generous tonight. So generous. All right, Gus, I got something to say to you, especially if you haven't been in here.
You know why they call me Mo? No, what? Because every time people give me money, I always want more.
Oh, that guy's such a dick. He just punches that guy in the face, and that's it. I was like, what is going on? He just comes in here, treats everybody like shit, makes terrible jokes, and then just punches somebody in the face and bounces.
Did he say something like, "Hey, I want you to tell the FBI something," and then he just like punches him because then can he get fired from the FBI or something?
I think so. Yeah.
That is funny. All right.
Shit.
Look at this. It's good. No, I love the Blob remake. I just think it's a little bit more fun. The stuff is you can sing to the little jingle. You know, you get hungry.
Comedy.
Got some comedy. You get Chocolate Chip Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get the little kid that says it's spoiled, and then he eats the shaving cream,
and then throws up in the backseat of the car.
He pukes in Mo's car. Yeah.
Mo has just had no regard for kidnapping a little kid either. He's just like, yeah, come with me.
Yeah,
his hands are deadly weapons.
Though he gave like no shits about anything really. Like the rules just didn't apply to him with anything.
Yeah, I
like,
guess.
Like, you know,
didn't they just assume the kid's family was dead later, and they never really found out for sure? He's just like, well, he doesn't have a family anymore. It's like, what? Since when did they die?
You know what's interesting about both these movies? They both leave a cliffhanger, which is interesting because there was never sequels to any of these two. Like they both kind of ended the same way, where like the people had the stuff still and they were still eating it, and then in the Blob they had this bad boy, which I have the prop for at the end.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Where the guy had this at like the church or whatever, like that little piece of the Blob. So they're telling you that it's not over, but neither of these ever had a sequel or anything like that. So
yeah,
didn't quite have the box office clout to get a sequel. I would have liked to have seen a sequel to the Blob. That would have been cool.
Oh my God, Mike!
Mo money, mo problem. More Greek yogurt for Mel.
Are you eating Greek yogurt, Mel?
I should have been eating Greek yogurt.
Decisions.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are going nuts.
They call me Mo because every time they give me something, I always want more.
We got to use that. We got to use this one again.
Laugh, that little snicker she does is so cringe.
It's so funny.
She was eating up his Riz, man. She was feeling it.
Yeah, I think Michael Moriarty needs more credit. Because like even here it says, I love Michael Moriarty. He's amazing in Q the Winged Serpent. That film is like Law and Order with a monster. And I agree.
Yeah,
it's a really
is.
underrated movie for sure. Mel, have you seen Q at all?
I haven't.
It's a Scream Factory put out the Blu-ray, so it's probably one to check out if it's still around. I don't know if it's out of print or not, but it's interesting. Put it that way. It's about like a flying monster. And it's so funny because it is like really hokey, but you know, he plays a very serious role.
The stop motion in that is pretty funny.
Oh no.
We were gonna
watch Long Kiss Goodnight.
All right, I'm gonna look that up when I get out of here. And to be honest, like I might even have it and I don't even realize it. I have to look at the cover.
Does this look familiar?
Hell
I know that artwork, but I don't own that. Is that Kino? Or is that a Snapper case?
No, this is Snapper. This was just the closest to me.
Does that have a Blu-ray?
I don't know.
It feels very Kino. Let me see if I can pull it up. But I know we wanted to kind of at this point, Mel, why don't we just get into the soundtrack just because there's no way that's it's going to come back. So let's just see what people have to say.
Yeah.
Did I post that? I think I posted that poll already.
What soundtrack?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so let's talk about the music in these movies. Again, they're the same but different. I would have to go Blob. Because Brave New Love at the end of the movie, I know that's not even like a part of the score or anything like that, but that's like one of my favorite 80s tracks from a movie. Like when I heard that song for the first time, I was like blown away. I think I bought like a vinyl of the band to try to get that song. It's just such a good song. I don't know. There's not much else that I could say could top that.
Not even the Stuff jingle.
I love the Stuff jingle. I actually like the Stuff music. The Stuff music. Did anybody think it sounded like Superman kind of? Did anybody think that? There's like the
No.
main score for the movie had like a weird Superman type feel to it. Do you guys
So when I
remember
was
that?
trying to
No.
when I was trying to compare these, I went to YouTube to look at the Blob music, and I just found the score. Was there like a lot of needle drops in the Blob, or was it mainly just the score?
I
Because
think it
they
was
both
mainly
didn't.
score, and then it had like that big ballad hit at the end when the credits rolled.
Yeah. Because the score to the Blob, I went through the whole scores on like a really decent version of it on YouTube. It's a really good score, man. It's got like a little bit of synth, but it's also got like some like symphony type stuff. I thought it sounded pretty good. Damn, am I gonna vote the Blob? I'm gonna have to vote the Blob again.
I
Yep.
I
We're gonna
think
have to
I
vote
would
the
swing
Blob.
the stuff. That jingle is.
See, that's the thing. It has that stuff song in it that is really good, but
Can't get enough.
oh, that's a
terrible.
soundbite.
Can we please clip that?
Yeah, that was
Why do you say-
incredible.
Why do you say it's terrible? Can't get
Yeah,
enough.
that's messed up now.
Wow, brutal, dude. That's the stuff talking. It's not even Mel anymore.
I'm
Yeah, it's not
like
Mel.
legit gonna
She's
clip
fucking
that
taking
later and
over.
send it to you so you can see how it sounds.
Her brain is full of this stuff right now.
I did almost eat all of this too.
Look at that. Look at that, huh? Nice.
Damn, girl.
She is stuffed.
I was full. I had some shaving cream earlier, so.
Justin ate shaving cream. He didn't have any stuff, so he's like, this will be fine.
It was
I
just
saw it
sitting
in
on
the
the floor in
movie.
my bathroom, so I had to taste it. And yeah, so. That's
He
the story
dropped some on the
behind
floor.
that.
Like, what is this? Is this
Yeah,
fluff?
I dropped some on the floor
shaving
and I had to
cream.
eat some more.
I was hungry anyway.
You know what you should do? Put some on the floor in the bathroom and do a video of you just walking up. What's this?
Then promo the replay.
That would be funny. All right, so let's see. Let's close the chat, guys. If you want to say which did you think had a better score / soundtrack, throw it in there. At this point, the Blob is destroying the stuff. A blowout, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. the stuff.
Yeah, Long Kiss Goodnight does have a Blu-ray. I just saw that. It's cheap too, so I'll probably snag it.
All right. We got 68% Blob and 31 stuff.
Damn. Man, I'm surprised by this.
I know. I can't believe how much I sweated there being a top.
I know there's a lot of Blob fans. Obviously, I think it's probably more like the more mainstream choice, but for some reason, I thought Stuff fans were gonna show up and like fight for it tonight, and we're gonna find like a big cult following. But
well, you know what we
Well,
can
I
do
think
as well.
It's a cult following. It's just
We could also throw a poll up there before we finish and put, "Have you seen this stuff?" and see how many people in here haven't seen it. Right? Because
that's a good point.
That could
That's a good
easily
point.
sway, how this is looking. But look at this, dude. Isn't this like the sickest shirt, Justin? You know.
It is really, really cool. Like, I'm not the hugest fan of the movie, but that shirt, like, I would sport that shirt. The logo is so cool, man. The design is awesome. To me, I always thought this movie, because of the look of it, and especially on that jar, it looks way more 70s. I always thought this was like one of those like 78, 79 movies. I did not know it was 85. But the aesthetic is very 70s.
Yeah, it almost has like that hippie like look or whatever. Like
right, yeah.
All right, so
okay,
Mel, I know you also had a tiebreaker question. Is it something you want to just do for fun at this point?
Well, I had two. So
might as well.
The first one was rating the monster itself, which one was like scarier or better or whatever.
Okay.
And then the second one was the poster art.
Let's do them. Put them in. Put the first one in, and we'll go that one. Yeah, we'll just do the first one, and then we'll do the second one.
I got a poll going already.
Oh, okay.
Let me look at the stuff poster.
I've seen stuff that will turn your Blob white. You know what that's from? Come on.
No, what was
that? It really goes, I've seen stuff that'll turn you white.
What is that? I feel like I should know that.
Ghostbusters, man. Ghostbusters when Winston's in jail.
Shit.
All right, I'm going to close the poll. So 92% of people said they have seen the stuff.
Okay. Michael, pouring in one for my homies. The stuff.
Woo woo.
Man, looking at
Michael,
this
you are
Ghost.
killing it.
Ghost has a really cool mashup. The stuff shirt. Have you guys seen that? The official
What?
Ghost store. It's the Ghost logo, but the he's like the stuff, the singer. I don't know a lot about it, but that's
The
really
band, the
cool.
Ghost. I thought you meant like the.
Wait,
the
did you
Yeah,
show
yeah,
it?
yeah. You can't really see it. You can kind of see it. See, it's Ghost
Oh,
with the.
I'm gonna get that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
get
is cool.
They call me Mo because every time they give me something, I always want more.
Man, this is crazy. As I'm looking at this poster, I'm just gonna like now that we're at the end of it, I did not really care for this stuff a whole lot. I felt it dragged a little to me. I didn't dislike it. It just didn't blow me away. I'm usually like that with a lot of movies, especially these older movies. I need to see it again. I really, really do. But as far as like all these categories, to me, like the stuff wins in the categories, but my overall like thoughts on the movie are a little bit lower. It's very weird. Like my brain is like fighting itself over this because I was picking the stuff to win all these categories, but I didn't like it as much. But and I have to go with the stuff with the poster too, because especially this one. Look at that kind of old school one. Is this like an alternate poster? That's really, really cool, man. The
Mm-hmm.
stretchy
Yeah, there's a
face is
lot
just
of,
so creepy.
So I would say this is the poster art for the Blob. This is the original art.
Yeah.
The stuff original art is actually really cool. It's one. I have the one sheet for it. It's really cool. It's almost like a fridge is open and you see the stuff coming out and you see all these people like inside it, like reaching to the sky. I'm sure you can find it, Justin, if you just look through
Yeah,
some of
I'm
the
looking
images.
for
But
it.
it's a real nice poster. I would say that stuff poster is better in my opinion than the Blob, but they're both good. Like I think this is a real cool art. This is cool artwork here. It's nothing too crazy, but it kind of works. But I do also like the artwork that was on the DVD for both of the movies. So like this is kind of that image, right? This is kind of the image you were talking about there for the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, I still like this logo as well, this image as well. That's the VHS promo
Got the
ad, which is
VHS
really cool.
cover?
But that VHS tape in there is the artwork I'm talking about.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's cool. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a real cool. So when we go to poster art, I would say stuff for me.
Gotta find this refrigerator one you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I like the stuff better too. The poster art.
Yeah, it's cool.
Which one do you prefer, Justin? Do you think the stuff over Blob or Blob?
I'm trying to find that refrigerator one you guys are talking about, and I can't find it.
Just type in
Let's do the
the
stuff
stuff
original
one sheet.
poster art.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, the stuff's better. Oh, that's dope, man. That's really, really
Mhm.
cool. Yeah, this one, is this what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool. Stuff all day. That's a dope poster. That's cool. And there's tons of variant art for the stuff.
And I think when it comes to scarier, I think the Blob, no, hands down.
When it comes to the monster. Well, I
Yeah.
guess I don't know about scarier. I don't know who did it better. I don't know.
I think the Blob
Which
is
one was
better.
better?
I kind of agree with Garrett there.
So that was the poll I put up first, was the slime one, and they're pretty close. They were 50-50 before, but now they're 54 stuff, 46 Blob.
Interesting.
Oh,
Now it's
fighting back and
44
forth.
stuff.
Look at it,
Yeah, it's
fighting.
going back and forth.
You guys are fighting. People are changing answers.
Yeah, this is fun.
Ooh, this
Yeah.
is close.
Give it a minute. All right, everybody get your votes in for the slime.
Uh-oh.
Better
It's
slime, the
moving.
Blob or the stuff?
Yeah, this is the first time it's been so close.
Interesting. Still looks like the Blob's gonna edge it out again, though.
Nice. So right now it's pretty much a clean sweep, unless the movie
Right, I'm gonna
poster
end the poll.
takes it.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh, it's still moving. I don't want to end it
still
if it's
moving.
still
Moving.
moving.
Oh yeah.
People are changing
18.
answers, but the Blob's getting it's creaming it now. Look at it.
I know. No pun intended.
People like this stuff ain't getting no points. Right.
All right, I'm gonna end it unless somebody puts in a last minute vote.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so it's done.
Blob wins again.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
I still got to do poster art yet though. Last poll.
That'll be interesting.
I don't want to pull you guys out.
Could swing stuff for a point.
Man, congrats to Blob.
Come on, Jack.
I know. What can we get one? Larry Cohen is turning in his grave right now, watching his movie get
Last
slimed.
poll. Everybody vote.
The poster art, gang. Do you want me to pull the poster art up for you guys to check out?
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah, toss them up.
I'm gonna try to do that. Okay, let me see.
I'm giving the stuff. Oh, okay, guys. Let's see. The stuff's off to a good start. The stuff is off to a good start. Maybe this is the one category where the stuff can come out victorious. 87% the stuff, 13% the blob.
All right, can you guys see that?
Yeah, can you
Is that
isolate it
not-
or blow it up?
Let me see. Let me see what happens.
Can you right click it and open it? Right click the image or something?
Open image in a new tab.
Yeah, blow that sucker up.
Oh, that didn't work.
Oh,
didn't
her
work.
poor
That
chocolate
didn't
chip
work.
Charlie.
That name is
Oh my
so
God.
incredible.
That didn't work. What is all this? Come on, hit this. What the?
Oh,
The stuff is holding strong, guys.
That's
89%. 89%
yeah.
the stuff, 11% the blob. Good for you. The stuff is going to have one victory.
It needs one.
It needs it.
Poor stuff.
And then this is the one sheet for the blob. Well, it's a little bit different than that, but more or less.
Yeah, there's really no contest, is there?
Mm-mm.
So is how are we looking over there right now? Oh,
The stuff is
stuff's
still
killing it.
winning, yeah.
The stuff is killing it.
So at least hopefully we get the stuff 1 point here. But other than that, this was a sweep. I mean, the blob won hands down over the stuff. But again, both movies, in my opinion, are great. They're favorites of mine. I'm glad we were able to talk about them. Obviously, the fan favorite is obviously the blob, which I guess makes more sense because it's a little bit more polished. You know, it's a little bit more of a polished movie. It's a great remake, and the stuff is one that not many people probably have seen, and if they do, it might have been a little bit forgettable or hokey. But
I think if the
yeah,
stuff would have had a little bit more money, it would have looked better because you could tell like a lot of the stuff is handheld camera. They didn't have a lot for the effects and the cinematography and lighting and things like that. It's a good movie for I guess what did it say 1.7 million?
1.5.
1.5, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely rewatch this. I need to give it you know what? I think I would actually enjoy it because I was like I was just so busy and I was trying to rush it and watch it right before the stream. So I feel like the view that I saw didn't give it justice. I need to really sit down and pay attention because it is a cool movie and I like Larry Cohen.
Yeah, you're power watching it before the stream.
I kind of was just like
Naughty
trying to get
Justin.
through it. I know it wasn't really fair to do that to it.
But I mean, yeah, I had fun. I have fun doing these shows. I mean, obviously, I think the key is trying to find movies that would match up pretty well. Obviously, it seemed better on paper, I think, at this point. But
yeah,
I still think that these really matched as far as the type of movie and stuff like that. And I would like to do more of these, but it really just has to be the right 2 movies, I think, to really make it as fun as it is.
I would love to do another one. Like Interview versus Bram Stoker's could be a good one.
Ooh,
I wouldn't be good at that because I've only seen both of those once. So
you better start watching them.
If people have any ideas for another Versus episode, drop them in the comments. We're always looking for ideas. And
It's nice because we get in the chat involved, and I think it's just a cool concept once they're involved because it's an easy way to keep the flow going is when people are involved in it and stuff like that. So
It's fun doing
again,
the polls with the chat too.
yeah.
yeah,
We could do
definitely.
ghoulies and hobgoblins.
Oh shit, I'd be so down for that. That'd
What
be
about
fun.
even ghoulies and critters or something? Do you think that would be a good match?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
pretty
maybe.
much on the same level. But yeah, we could do like the Lost Boys versus Near Dark. Like the winners can kind of move on to like new competitors or whatnot. That would be pretty cool.
That's hilarious. We actually talked about that in our Lost Boys versus Fright Night stream. Like
About doing Near Dark.
doing Near Dark versus something else, and then the winner of that one would go against Lost Boys. I don't remember what the other
That
one
would be kind of cool to do like a bracket thing. Like a tournament type of deal if we had like some bunch of movies and had certain movies move on to the next bracket for an ultimate winner. If it was a really cool category, we'd have to have like a bunch of movies with the same kind of feel or style. That might be kind of fun to do like a tournament.
Again, anybody who's coming into the chat, I'm going to post this banner up as we start to close out. If you're not following us on our own individual social media accounts, you can. But again, Justin's down here is changed now to Justin David. Or you can find him at the Dead Couch. That'll also be in the description as well. Everybody's links if you want to follow us on our personal pages. We're doing the 9 movies that scared us community challenge. If you want to get involved in that, go watch the videos and you can check out the rules on our YouTube page now. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do. Because like I said, we're at least giving you a live show a month. And we're going to even try to add a little bit of new stuff to it as well. So we have an interview dropping this week, so you guys can come back and check out. So that's going to be a real cool one.
Yeah,
so,
I'm almost done. I've been editing this. It's a really. Should we just say like? I mean, who's on it? We should say.
You could tell them what's going on.
Yeah. So we interview. There's the new movie, The Exorcists, written and directed by our buddy Jose Prendez, starring Doug Bradley, Michelle Bauer, Denise Duff. Really breaking down this movie. Really, really fun conversation. The one and only Pinhead himself. Great conversation. And the movie is streaming now. So you can watch it. It's on, I think at this point, it's on Tubi, Amazon. It's all over, but it's called The Exorcist. So if you want to watch the movie and then come watch our interview and watch the filmmakers themselves tell all kinds of behind the scenes stories and all kinds of really fun stuff. It's a really good interview, and I'm almost done editing that, so I take the blame for that not being out already. So I'll try to have that out by probably tomorrow or Sunday, whichever seems like a good idea. We'll see.
Listen,
well, I don't know about dropping a video on a Saturday. I don't know how many people
Sunday
are
or
watching
Monday
YouTube.
would be fine because I think this is one that people are going to probably watch the replay for a couple days on. So
yeah, I
would say Sunday or Monday is just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what he's talking about. But he's right.
I don't know.
What were you talking about, MC? I want to know what he was talking about. I'm rarely right, so I need a win.
Yeah, hardly ever. So we need to know what's going on here.
Rarely does anybody agree with me.
Tell me what his good idea was.
We're
the brackets.
Because I never heard one.
Was it the brackets?
It might have been the bracket thing.
We're gonna have to go back and watch the replay.
A werewolf versus would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Ooh, Monster Squad versus the Goonies. Those are some good ideas.
Oh, Goonies all day long, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so brackets.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be really, really fun. Maybe we'll talk about that because that would take some. We'd have to really come up with a good category that, Yeah, we'll expand on that. It sounds fun.
You done?
The interactive stuff.
I was gonna cut him off too, but I didn't have anything to say.
I know you guys just give me dead air. I'm all stoked about it. You guys just dead air. Yeah, that's a good idea, Justin.
Yeah, cool. So anyway,
man, I get no respect, man. I tell you what.
Respect is earned, Justin.
God damn, I haven't earned any respect.
We'll-
Put my blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
I wish
We're just
I wish
kidding.
we
We
recorded
love
what
you,
Justin said
Justin.
as soon as he popped on the stream today. Then we'll
I was on one. I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew Voodoo.
Voodoo? Sick.
It's good,
All right,
man.
guys. Go ahead. It's good, man.
No, just cut me off, dude. It's all good. Shit. Cut
I
off
had
my
fun
Mountain
tonight.
Dew commercial.
So yeah, actually, this is cool. Megan and Child's Play, but I don't know if that. I feel like that would be fair, but I mean, it's a cool concept.
Megan versus Dolly Dearest.
Dolly Dearest.
I love
that would be
Dolly
cool
Dearest.
too. See, that would be great. But yeah, guys,
That's
anything else that you have to say regarding the show or anything coming up that you want to mention on your channels? The floor is yours.
What you got coming up, Mel?
So
You just dropped a haul.
Stop cutting me off, Justin.
Sorry, dude.
I did. My giveaway on my channel ends today. So anybody who wants to participate in that MVD giveaway, log on over there, watch the video. There's 3 rules. The first one is you have to follow MVD on Instagram. The second one is you have to be a Rad Pack channel follower. And the third one is you have to drop a comment on that video what you're wearing for Halloween. All those videos will be dropped, or all of those entries will be dropped on the Wheel of Death, and then I'll pick a winner and I will send you some free movies.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. How about you,
Very cool.
Justin? You got something in the works.
I've been working on a video for a month pretty much now, and I'm going to finish it tomorrow. The follow-up to my viral sensation Corey Feldman video. That Mel said, didn't you say that was my favorite video that I've made to date? Was my Corey Feldman takedown video? So you can check that out on the Justin David channel. No way, man. It's so good. Doing pretty well.
Mel's gonna find out your password and she's gonna go in and just hit delete.
No! It's about to hit 300. It's about to hit 300K, which is fucking wild.
That is
so
wild.
I gotta follow up to it.
That
That's
is
gonna be
wild.
dropping hopefully tomorrow. That's all I'm doing is finishing this stupid video that I'm so sick of looking at and hearing.
And editing an interview, right?
There's a yeah, I got the podcast is edited. I just need to do the intro. But yeah, the new video I wrote, it's a 25-page script. It's like a whole thing. So that'll be coming out. Hopefully I get that out Sunday or Monday along with the Rat Pack podcast.
I mean, look at it this way, man. You're just all this writing that you're doing for your little shows is just practice for the body horror movie that you got planned next year.
I have a concept for that too, which is funny
That's
you mentioned
so
that.
sick, dude. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait.
All this writing you're doing for your little shows.
How sick would it be though if Justin finally puts out his body horror movie?
Oh my god, I've been
Corey
waiting
Feldman.
for that movie for a year.
How cool would that be if Corey Feldman was the lead of the body horror movie?
Dude.
That you would be directing. That would be
Chamo. He's doing his Michael Jackson thing.
Shut up.
He doesn't. It's just a similar style. Just a similar style of dance. He's not copying Michael Jackson.
It's not similar at all. It's terrible.
You should contact him and ask him if he'd want to be in that movie once you have the script.
I think if he ever saw me, he'd probably like have one of his bodyguards beat me up.
100%.
Melody gets him. This is the guy.
She would too.
You hand him to the bodyguard. Take care of him.
I'd be like, we are in no association with this man. Please take
Mel
him
gets
away.
a couple kicks in there on Justin.
Such bullshit.
Finally, I finally get my aggression out.
Oh shit.
She toes him right in the hip. That'd be great. But yeah, so then you've got that video coming. Just anything on Dead Couch, or is it kind of dead on the couch right now?
It's god damn brutal, man. It has been dead for the last month. I am going to get back. I'm so behind on movies. I haven't seen Exorcist. I haven't seen the new Saw movie. Killers of the Flower Moon just dropped. I think Saw is streaming now as of yesterday or today, right?
Really?
Yeah, I think it just dropped and I haven't seen it. Yeah, so I really want to watch that. I am so stoked for the new Scorsese movie though. Like that, it looks amazing, and that I think it dropped on. Is it an Apple Plus movie? I think. So I really want to see that.
Killers of the Flower Moon or whatever.
Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah.
That movie's 3.5 hours, Justin.
I loved it. I love that shit. You guys know me. I love The Irishman. Scorsese can do no wrong in my. It is long. It is long, but it's not going to be boring. I mean, god damn, the cast is crazy. It's almost like a true crime thing, kind of telling a true. It's a true story. So we love true stories.
How about this, Justin? That'd be sick.
Damn, see if you did the original Terminator, original RoboCop, that could be cool.
Yeah.
Once you get Terminator 2 involved, like it'll just blow anything out of the way.
There's no competition.
Yeah,
I would like to do
but
Terminator. And you know what? We don't have to do that one like around Halloween. We could probably do that one another time because it's not necessarily horror-esque. So that could be one to talk about for sure. It's still in the 80s realm.
and I've seen Terminator 2 so many times, but I think I've only seen the original Terminator maybe twice. Maybe. Which is crazy.
I'm going to tell you, growing up, Terminator 2 was my favorite. Now, Terminator, for me, Terminator's way better than Terminator 2.
I have to watch it again because it's more of a slasher, honestly. Isn't it? That's the way I remember it.
That's what people are saying about it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'd have to watch it again too.
It's basically the same idea as a slasher, except he's got a gun instead of a knife. I mean, it's really not much different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be really, really cool to do a Terminator versus RoboCop show.
Damn,
because they're both huge in the day, you know.
That would be really, really cool.
But yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff coming on this channel. So again, make sure you subscribe to the Rad Pack. If you're watching this, make sure you check that subscribe button. Click it. Make sure you're subscribed over at Mel to My Killer Podcast, Justin at Dead Couch, and Justin David, and myself at Born to Be Rad. I just put out my top 25 favorite 90s movies. And so that just dropped yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, check that out. And guys, keep your eye on this page because like we said, we have an interview dropping next week. So it should be definitely a fun one to check out. This was awesome. I had a blast. The chat was great. Everybody who donated towards the channel on the super chats, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that a lot. You guys were going nuts tonight. The people interacting, that was great. Everybody on the replay, thank you for popping over and let us know what you think of this concept that we did for the show tonight. So, it's the Rad Pack signing off. And like always, stay rad.
Stay weird.
And stay killer.